But brilliant tunes, just brilliant pop songs.
It's funny, some of those songs, obviously, when I recorded them, I kind of never thought that I'd be singing them 25 years or a bit more later. But yeah, those songs have been really good to me, to be honest. I've had a fantastic life because of them, so
no,
yeah,
exactly.
can't knock it. Yeah.
No, too right. Yeah. Although what I thought was really interesting about you was you kind of thought, you got to the stage where you'd kind of done it, and then you thought, I'm just going to take a wee break now.
I did, yeah.
That's really brave. People don't do that.
It didn't feel brave at the time, to be honest. It was a bit scary in certain ways because obviously pop is kind of a bit unforgiving in a lot of ways. Do you know what I mean? Once people have forgotten about you for 4 weeks, that's it. It's over almost.
Especially now.
Yeah. And but on the other hand, I really had enough of it, and I'd become a dad, and I wanted to experience different things in life. I didn't feel like I'd grown up at all. I'd had 4 or 5 years of doing it, and I hadn't really experienced anything other than that. And but also, I was really lucky. I made a few bob. You know what I mean? So it's easy to walk away from things if you've got a bit of cash in the bank.
Well, it isn't. I think a lot of people would have found it really... The easy thing would have been to stay, actually. The difficult thing was to walk away and enjoy your life.
Yeah, but
I think, with hindsight, the best decision.
Yeah, but also I think it is very competitive, I think, especially at the sharp end of it. And you've got to give it everything. You've got to want to get on a plane every single day of your life and do all of that. And I kind of fell out of love with it all. I didn't really like flying anymore. I was kind of a bit frightened of it. And I do fly now because I do go right around the world doing gigs and stuff, but I just didn't want to do it every day. I didn't want to see a fuzzy fax from an office in London saying that's where you're going to be for the next 3 months.
They do emails now, Rick.
No fuzzy faxes. Yeah, I'm going back to the 80s, love, you know what I mean?
I know.
I'm getting in character,
I do know. And it's brilliant, because I sense that you're really enjoying it now.
I do,
really enjoying it.
I'd count myself as being extremely lucky, and I know that might be a bit of a cliche and all this, but I do. The gigs are very, very varied. Sometimes we're playing, you know, literally I've been to Australia, Japan, South America, all those places last year and what have you. So amazing, you know, travel things and all the rest of it, and great kind of semi-holidays because I try and tie a few days into it as well.
Completely.
And then sometimes they're literally down the road. You know, I live very close to Hampton Court, and I played there last year and in the Palace there. And you know, I literally went down there on a bike to the gig, you know what I mean? So
I love it.
So it's a mix. And
Your showbiz lifestyle.
There you go, you know what I mean? I went on stage on a bike, actually. So that in a way, in its own way, that it keeps it kind of real in a way, because it's... you know, I never forget the fact that some of them are super, super glamorous in amazing locations and all the rest of it. And sometimes it's a field in the middle of England. But at the end of the day, when you get on stage, you still got to give it your all. And because of that, I just get in the mood and I just really love it and enjoy it. Yeah.
And I think people now, these rewind shows, I know there's a great big giant one in June, isn't there? A massive one coming up.
There's lots of different, if you like, brand names of different ones and what have you. And the point is, when you're on a big lineup like that with a lot of other artists, I think we all have there's a camaraderie, there's a lot of respect for each other, because we've all been through it. But we're not at that point in our lives where we're trying to have a hit record or trying to, you know, compete with Rihanna or whatever it is. You know, we're doing what we're doing, and yeah, it is retro, and yeah, it is a trip down memory lane, but there's still some worth in that because people really enjoy it. And I think at the end of the day, if they're willing to come and stand in a soggy field, then they must be enjoying it, you know.